This morning Sarah got up and we went to this absolutely gorgeous place to get a massage. It was amazing. Before we then went and did our afternoon jewellery making. Now, it was really cool. They taught us all about how they made their jewellery and we got to make our own silver rings. There was also a super cute little puppy which Sarah and I fell in love with. Sarah and I also both decided to make evil eye rings, which turned out really, really well. Skip to the next day, we did some last minute content before we then went and travelled into the jungle, which was the most beautiful scenes. I'm not even going to attempt to say where it is, I will just add a caption of where it's called. And we ended up in Hideout. Now, if you don't know Hideout is one of the most amazing viral places I think I've ever seen. And somehow we got a booking. Look at our little villa. It was so cute. It literally was so nice. However, the only thing I will have to say is we literally were in the middle of the jungle. There was hardly any Wi-Fi. The bugs were about. We literally were spritzing ourselves left, right and centre with Mozzie spray. But overall, we had the best time and the best 2 days, literally just to chill and do nothing and to just be with the wildlife. Which, look at it at night time, it literally was so gorgeous. So on our last full day in this villa, we got up and decided to do a little bit of content whilst chilling. We did a bit of meditation, messed about. Basically, Sarah and I just sort of lost our minds for 48 hours. But to be honest, it was definitely needed and it was the most beautiful villa. I probably wouldn't recommend it more than 2-3 days though. We did also get a flower bath, which obviously you're in Bali, you've got to do it. We then made our way over to our next place, which was half an hour from Ubud, and oh my gosh, it was probably one of my favourite villas. I mean, look at this view. It literally was stunning. We got breakfast every morning, and honestly, the content that we got was insane. It was literally gorgeous. And also, Sarah and I look really cool, and we did a lot of TikTok videos. Sarah and I were only there for 2 days and we did go into Ubud a couple of times and met with some friends and had some cocktails. But other than that, we just had the most amazing time and again chilled. Before leaving for the Gili Islands, which I think Sarah will fully agree with me when I say I could have just stayed there for ages. Now, I didn't take any videos on the boat because I get extremely boat sick and you don't want to see that. So here is me, here are my outfits. Now, if you don't know, Gili Islands are a cat-only island. So Sarah and I were in our absolute element and we absolutely loved it. Take a moment for the fit. Thank you very much. So for our first night in the Gili Islands, which we stayed in the Voodoo Hotel, which will all be tagged, we did beer pong and can I just say, I absolutely smashed it. Sarah and I were amazing. So Gili Islands is also 3 separate islands. We stayed on Gili Taiwan and you can hire a bike for literally, I don't even think it was £7 a day. I think it was so much cheaper than that. And you can cycle around the whole island within 45 minutes, half an hour, depending on how quick you are. I mean, it was so clear. The sun was just shining constantly. I could have stayed there for so much longer. Discreet memo, Sarah also lost her toenail. So here, enjoy her dirty toenail. So as this was our second day, we then went for obviously another bike ride. Here's me with the bike. Obviously went and saw the scenery, had a look around before we then obviously got ready to go out again. We went to a lovely restaurant called the Pearl Restaurant, which did the most amazing pesto pasta, and Sarah and I loved it. Fast forward another day, we then went on a boat trip to look around the Gili Islands. So we met some amazing girls who were Scottish, and they literally were so lovely. We went on a boat with them. We then went and looked around the underwater temple in Gili Menno, saw all the fishes. It was just so clear and so amazing. But I won't lie, my ears were really popping when I was down there. But you just can't get over this, that you can't see this anywhere else. We got to see the blue coral reefs, which were actually quite deep, but we got quite far down. I'm quite impressed before seeing loads of amazing turtles. There are places called Turtle Point and you can literally get on a boat with loads of people. They're selling them there and then, and they will also pay and give you a GoPro to use while you're out there. I mean, look at the footage that we got. This is unbelievable and honestly one of the best things that we've ever done, and I 10 out of 10 would recommend for this. Just saying, if you do get boat sick, do take the medication because trust me, it will not end well. So for one of the last days, Sarah and I also went and watched the sunset. We also saw some super cool octopus And honestly, look how gorgeous the sunset was at Sunset Point. It was just such an amazing place, and I want to go back here to see this all over again. I'm sorry this was super quick, but I was just having such a good time, and I hope you enjoyed.